Hello and welcome to this card reading, October the 19th through the 25th. This is going to be how it is going to be. My name is Angelyn. Thank you for joining me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. If this is your first time, welcome. I am a therapist and also a metaphysical healer, teacher, and I work a lot with energy work, psychic work, things like that. You can find out more about me on Instagram, Facebook, blah, 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 or here on YouTube. Okay, here we go. So let's look at the theme for this week. What is the overarching theme that we sort of need to know, need to understand? What's the feeling? And something just fell out. The Hanged One. All right. So this card means that for the whole week, we need to be in study. We need to be purposefully putting ourselves in a position where we're trying to get an understanding or a grip on what is happening. See how the Hanged Man is coming from above? He's being held from above. And he has been dropped from the heavens into the world, onto the earth, and is looking for a way to make what's happening here resonate and be congruent with the way that he's feeling or what he knows to be true. Okay? So this is a card that says, don't make any big decisions this week. This is a card that says, let's wait and see. But also it's a card where you're trying to really get into a congruity within yourself. You're trying to really, really, really remember your ideals. You're coming from above and you're trying to make what's happening work in your mind. That feels tough. It feels like there are a lot of implications to that. Let's just see what the cards have to say for the week. Okay. All right, so Sunday we have the Four of Swords. This is a card of resignation, of setting the sword down and walking away. Setting the sword down and walking away. This is a card that often comes up when we might feel like we're being provoked. We might feel like we're purposefully being picked at. You might be at a event or a family thing or at a school function and somebody there is like trying to engage with you and you don't want to. Or, I don't know, like the mother-in-law won't stop bugging you about the thing, whatever the thing is. Whatever it is, there's a sense, it feels like intrusion, and rather than like picking up a sword and just getting into it with them, the idea is that you just need to lay your sword down. I lose. I'm okay losing. Like I will not engage in this with you. I just will not. My sanity is more important. That's the vibe. All right. Well, okay. Monday, better. Okay. So this is the Empress. The Empress is the mother. She is the mother of the whole deck. The ideal mother, the mother that we all wish we had, the mother that we can only be for ourselves, that is nurturing, that is caring, that is aware that there's suffering, there's aware that there needs to be some cocooning, some love, but also some boundaries. Like, no, you need to get your chores done. She reminds us that while yes, we do need to be taking care of ourselves, we do need to be resting, we do need to be making nurturing food and things like that, we also need to get things done that we have promised that we're going to get done, or that we know we need to get done. We just do. That's another way that we nurture ourselves. And sometimes when we don't feel like nurturing ourselves, in particular if we just had to like resign or lay down a sword when we didn't really want to, we might feel tired, we might feel exhausted, we might feel like I'm not doing anything for 4 days. Well, that might feel good, but most of us can't afford to take 4 days off and just not go into work, or not keep up with the laundry. I mean, we can, but there's going to be a great sacrifice a little bit later. We have to sort of keep up with things, and the recognition that that is also nurturing is kind of like the mother's purview. That's the mother's I'm a mother, but I'm an only parent, so I'm also the father. So I don't really know if it's the mother's job, but I know it's my job to make sure that my child understands that doing chores is just as nurturing as rest. That sometimes taking care of ourselves looks like chores. So be nurturing, but also hold yourself accountable. This is a good thing. All right, Tuesday, the Queen of Swords. Now, some people have kind of a negative feeling about her. I really like her, though. Some people say that she can feel cold, and maybe that's true. But largely, she feels probably cold to people because she's worked really, really hard to make sure that she can stay calm when other things are not calm. She's the one. You might have somebody in your life like this. You might be like this. The Queen of Swords is telling us that for Tuesday, we are going to need to bring in a sense of calm. There might be chaos happening all around us. There might be chaos in our home that day. There might be chaos out in the collective that day. I'm not sure. But that we need to make sure that we're keeping ourselves calm. And I love this because the Empress, and all of her wisdom of taking care of those chores and taking care of ourselves and nurturing ourselves, has prepared us to be able to do this. That's how you get calm in your life, is you take care of yourself. That's how you're able to make sure that you're responding calmly and positively to people, and not in a reactional way, is through nurturing. So I think that's a very, very sweet marriage there. So whatever's going on Tuesday, we are going to need to be calm and we're going to need to be sharp. We're going to need to be able to think quickly and, cool. That could be something fun or something not fun. Don't know. There's no sense that it's not fun. Honestly, it doesn't feel like there's a feeling either way. It's just, this is the way that we need to be. All right. So, on Wednesday, there's some very directed energy that is powerful and strong. The Queen is facing, the Queen from Tuesday is facing this Two of Wands from Wednesday. And so she is saying, the calm and the sharpness and being able to sort of keep yourself in this state is what brings you the clarity of, oh, there it is. That's the place I'm going, right there. This is the portal. We've drawn this before. This is the portal. So she is saying, that's the direction. I'm so glad we were able to stay calm. I'm so glad we nurtured ourselves on Monday, because we've got to get to that place on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, we will have a very clear idea. And then on Thursday, a new opportunity shows up. Don't know what, but a new opportunity shows up. Now remember our Hanged One. Remember our theme. Remember that we're not making decisions. We're not committing to anything this week. We are just watching. We are in observation. We are in reflection. So a new opportunity shows up. That's so great. I might not take it yet, but I'm noticing. I'm noticing it. This new thing that shows up in my life, or this new idea, or this new whatever, I'm not going to make any kind of assumptions or decisions yet. I'm just going to keep my eye on it because it could be an opportunity. All right, Friday, we have the Five of Swords. Remember that fives are about expansion, and before we expand, we have to constrict. And remember how we did the 4 thing on Sunday? The 4 of Swords is resignation, is walking away. The 5 is conflict. Okay, so there's conflict. It's like maybe we weren't able to walk away, or maybe we did walk away, but they came back. The issue from Sunday came back on Friday and is causing this disruption. It's like a clash of energy. It's like someone who maybe wants to fight with you. It could be a disagreement, an argument, a very difficult conversation, but again, our direction is like, just try not to engage though. 4s and 5s of Swords are places where we do not want to get involved. Sunday and Friday, we do not want to get involved in any kind of verbal or mental like argument, or not on Reddit, not on Facebook, y'all. No place do we want to have any kind of power struggle. There's going to be enough of that vibe out there, is what it looks like. Saturday looks like it's going to be a day of taking care of ourselves, of really filling our cup. This is the day that we want to be with loved ones, maybe, or maybe be alone. This is a day we want to do exactly the things that are going to nurture us and make us feel like our cup is full. If people are asking you if you want to go do a million things on Saturday, unless that is what fills your cup, it is wise to say no, I think. It also, though, I think can turn into a day full of self-care if you want. This also could be a day that there's something new, like, ooh, I just discovered that I really love walking in this park that I've never been to before. Like there's some idea or feeling of a new way to express or feel love. Okay, let's look at the advice for the week. What do we need to do to make sure that we're hanging on we are being told to quickly, like when these places of disruption or arguments, like it feels like there's going to be arguments this week. When these arguments or these clashes, these feelings of not getting along or not being able to work together, when these feelings come up, we need to take care of them pretty quickly. Don't sit on them. Sunday and Friday, remember, Sunday and Friday, this is a possibility. So we need to make sure that we're taking care of them quickly and that we're going to get ahead of them. That's important. It's important in order to get to the place that we want, where we're able to clearly communicate and really articulate what we need and what is good for us and what we want. In order to get to that place, we need to really make sure we're taking care of this kind of stuff quickly. We need to make sure that we're bringing balance. So when I say take care of, I don't mean walk up to them and go, shut up, and like create more of that chaotic energy, but rather a peaceful one. Like, hey man, I don't want to engage like this. I've walked away twice and I just don't want to. Like that kind of thing. That's hard for all of us to do. Well, I don't know if it's hard for you. It's hard for me. And know that when you engage like that and you're practicing, if you look at it as practice, that what you're doing is you're really sort of paving this road of being able to manifest more clearly what you want. You're creating like a very clear roadway of exactly what you want. You're being clear with your words, and it pays off because you're getting clarity is showing up more in your life. Okay? So make sure you're handling it quickly, make sure you're focusing on balance, and make sure that you're doing it with intention. Okay? I'll see you next time. Thank you for joining me.